Так, в общем, продолжаем. Начнем выпуск с этого. Короче, комнаты. Там у нас пару надо модификаций сделать. Так, можно, в принципе, варить бадьян.
Dick thinks you should be proud of all the potions you've brewed.
Так, давайте, да, поставим, короче, варить бадьян. Можно мандрагору, кстати, поставить тоже. Так, а я ничего нового не могу поставить. Точнее, не нового, а еще зелье. Если мы из 7. Все, так, берем зелье и валим отсюда. А, все, это максимум. Так, хорошо. Ну все, тогда погнали на сюжетное. Только вот на какой вопрос, да? Смотрите, хоррор... Так, Рейху по имени Гладвин Мун хочет поговорить, но кое-что важно. Так. Ага, смотрите, типа такой местный хадрит и изучение тварей. Давайте на изучение тварей пойдем сначала. Он еще просто меньше по левелу. Она вообще на улице, да? Окей.
Revelio.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Так, ну и как всегда, опять Алахомора нужно будет. Ну давайте, предмет по изучению тварей.
Welcome, everyone. I see you've already met some of the many beasts we study in this class. Though be advised, none of these creatures should be taken lightly. They are all in their own way dangerous, especially if one does not know how to handle them properly. Now, it seems many of you are out of practice. Let's take some time to review the basics of how to care for a beast, shall we? Miss Sweeting, would you please assist our new student with the lesson today?
Yes, Professor Howen. Hello, I'm Poppy Sweeting. Don't worry about Professor Howen's speech. She over-exaggerates sometimes. All the beasts in class are perfectly safe.
Че боже.
Miss Sweeting, pay attention, please. The tongue of a puffskein can be a slippery devil.
Yes, Professor. Here, you can practice on Gerald. Just keep an eye out for his tongue. You can use my brush. Just be gentle. Oh, and think pleasant thoughts. I like to think it enriches his experience. That's lovely. I'm sure he feels much better. I think he might be hungry. Would you mind giving him some beast feed? What do you suppose the pellets taste like to Gerald? Pudding, I like to think. I think we can safely say that Gerald likes you.
That's good news. He seems very nice.
He is. Kindness is one of his best qualities, right after ambition and cleanliness.
Good work, everyone. Now, let's make our way to the pens and select another beast. And please, do be careful as you feed and groom them. Miss Sweeting, why don't you show our new student to the Neasels in the farthest pen?
This way. The Neasels are over here.
Так, и когда мы встречали вот эти животные, мы тоже должны их что ли были чистить?
Oh, couple of Neasel whiskers ought to get me a few canuts at least. Enough to buy something from Honeydukes. Stupid thing.
What in Merlin's name are you doing?
Tuss peculiar Poppy. Worried about a worthless little rodent.
Her name is Persephone!
Her name is Persephone.
That's really not funny.
Let's go.
Those two don't belong anywhere near this class. Poachers in training.
Так, причешите же
Someone
пора.
was onto them instantly. Thank you for your help. Let's carry on. Feed and brush the Neasels just as you did with Gerald. The Neasels really took to you. They know a good egg when they see one. As do I.
It appears our time has come to an end. Please close the pens and see yourselves out. Now, where is our new student? Ah, there you are. I would like a moment, please.
Hello, Professor. You wanted to speak with me?
I did. How did you find your first beasts lesson?
Миленько было.
It was wonderful. I believe I'm really going to enjoy this class.
Good. You seem to understand that when beasts are properly controlled, they can play a vital role in our lives. Some provide us with magically imbued materials, if cared for correctly, which does not include torturing them for whiskers. Well done, by the way. Probably best to let me handle it next time.
Yes, Professor.
They're nearly as bad as the Savagers in Rookwood's poacher pack. Sadly, we're the ones who suffer, stumbling over dead beasts. Terrible waste of resources.
Surely the poachers can be brought to justice by someone. The Ministry, perhaps?
An optimistic idea. Now, why don't we focus on more immediate matters that we can control? Professor Weasley has asked that I prepare some assignments designed to help you catch up to the other 5th years. Be on the lookout for my owl. Meanwhile, I also encourage you to study as many beasts as you can on your own time.
Hey, over here. Come on.
Do you need something, Poppy?
Thank you again for saying something to those brutes so that I didn't have to.
В этой игре нет любовных отношений, так что даже можно не смотреть на девочек, ну и на мальчиков
It's
тоже.
something my gran and I say. It means that something or someone is a welcome surprise. At least that's what we decided it meant.
I couldn't stand there and watch them harm the poor thing.
We're of a similar mind. Actually, in light of that, someone I'd like you to meet in the forest.
You've intrigued me. Very well. Lead the way.
I'd hoped I would.
Погнали.
I wouldn't take just anyone there. In fact, you're the first.
Really? Well, thank you, I think.
As I said, we think alike. Pleasant surprise. Quite the weather we're having, don't you think?
Poppy, where are you taking me?
It really is much better if I just show you. Don't worry, we're nearly there. It's just ahead. Stand back.
О, гипогриф. Блин, очень много аналогий именно с фильмами Гарри Поттера.
Please meet Highwing. Isn't she just magnificent? Go on, introduce yourself to her. But be careful.
Боже,
You must
боже.
always
Ну
show
тут
your
опять
guests
мурашки
proper
пошли.
courtesy before you approach them. I knew it. I don't think I've ever seen a hippogriff take to someone this quickly. You can feed and brush her if you'd like. I come and check on her every once in a while. Bring her pasties, tell her what's going on in the castle. You wouldn't know from looking at her, but she's a dreadful busybody.
Кайф, кайф, просто кайф.
So, what did you think of Highwing?
Она
I
великолепна.
thought she was brilliant. Can't believe you introduced me to her.
I suspected you two might get along.
Are you the reason students have been seeing hippogriffs flying above the Forbidden Forest?
Perhaps. Did you know that once you earn a hippogriff's trust, they'll always be there for you? I've seen it firsthand with her.
How exactly did you and Highwing cross paths?
It's a longer story, but I rescued her from poachers a few years back. Got her to safety and, well, she was fine until recently. You may have noticed that poachers are something of a problem in the area, so I worry they could get her again. And I might not be there next time.
Professor Howin mentioned the poachers as well. She seemed to imply that we couldn't rely on the ministry to help.
I don't often agree with Professor Howin, but on that, I fear she's right. The poachers' influence is growing. I see them every day in the village, lingering, talking to people. They're up to something. I'm just not sure what.
That does seem strange. Sounds as if they're planning something.
Exactly. I think I'm going to look into it. Find out what's going on, what they're doing.
I think that's a fine idea. Information is power.
And the more I know, the better I can keep Highwing safe.
You seem undeterred. Will you let me know what you find out?
Oh, very well. I will. I should be going, but we'll speak again soon, I hope.
Так, ну, в принципе, кайфовое задание. Гипогрифом познакомились. Ага, это теперь добавлено. Так, у нас, я не помню, Левиоса, да, было? А, не-не-не. Это было... И все. Да. Так, погнали в Hogwarts опять-таки. Вот, например, вот животное, да? Так, ладно. Погнали в Hogwarts. Выполним еще одно задание.
What are you up to now?
Revelio.
Опять-таки, я хуй знает, что это за задание. Я думаю, должны нам рассказать, как их делать, хотя бы показать. Опа. Тут даже ничего и не заполнено. Хотя, типа, ну, фиг знает и все. Так, по-любому тут где-то есть ключ. Вижу.
Levioso. Revelio.
Этот ключ. Ага, все, он еще выше. Я в этот момент как раз палец отпустил. Но успел. О, можно там сейчас покажут, как это сделать.
Hello again, Mr. Moon.
Oh, I was hoping to see you again, my young friend. Gladwin Moon, Hogwarts caretaker, at your service. First, please allow me to apologize if I seemed a bit unsteady when we last met. I'm afraid I had a rather disconcerting encounter. Although I hear your visit to Hogsmeade was even more eventful than mine.
I suppose you could call it eventful. I certainly wasn't expecting a troll attack.
Oh, of course not. And from what I understand, the village was lucky you were there. In fact, my recent visit to Hogsmeade is the reason I was hoping to bump into you. I could use your help with something. Do you see that curious statue over there? Watch what happens when that light changes from day to night. Now, if you wouldn't mind humouring me for a moment, see if you can remove the moon from the statue. Ooh, odd little contraptions, aren't they? It seems the statue vanishes once the moon is removed. Which, incidentally, can only be done at night. Why don't you hold on to that one for now, and I'll explain more as we walk. Ever since that fateful day in the village, those curious statues have begun appearing about the castle. A fair number have been strewn around Hogsmeade. Someone, it seems, is trying to torment me. You see, That day in Hogsmeade, I turned a corner and came face to face with a boggart, or shapeshifter, if you will, which takes the form of whatever scares you most. This one took the form of a demiguise.
A demiguise?
Yes! Terrifying creature that can see the future.
Он тоже был политический зверь, кстати.
I encountered one when I was a lad in Korea. Terrible experience. Those statues are demiguises. The moons, I assume, are an uninspired play on my name. Some jackanapes used a boggart to learn my greatest fear and use it against me. I have my suspicion as to the scoundrel or scoundrels responsible. It is my hope that they will slip up and reveal themselves as the statues disappear. That is why I need your help in removing the statues.
Why me?
A couple of reasons, frankly. First, your daring do against those trolls in Hogsmeade has gained you a reputation for fearlessness. Second, as macabre and hideous as a demiguise is, most would find my fear of them unwarranted. You, however, have seen how they affect me. I'm at my wit's end, young friend. I simply can't bring myself to go near them. In fact, I know of 2 statues right here in the faculty tower. Perhaps you could start simply by removing them, so I can go about my evening duties.
I'd be glad to help you, Mr. Moon.
Oh, I knew I could count on you. First, you know how to cast a disillusionment charm, correct? You'll want to do that before wandering the tower at night. Next, you'll notice that the door is locked.
Наконец-то Алахомору нам дают.
Alahomora, that's how.
But what about curfew?
Curfew? Oh, tosh. I sense you're a bit like me when I was your age. Oh, the school was my oyster. And I took advantage of it. Oh, everyone loved me for it. Oh, those were the days. Now, you'll find one statue in the prefect's bathroom and the other in the hospital wing. Good luck. Oh, and thank you.
Наконец-то нам доступна Алахомора, чуваки. Я ждал этого момента очень долго. Я вообще не ожидал, что нам скажет именно он.
Alahomora.
Так. Так, тут бы еще их взламывать, да? Все, супер.
Well done! You're in. Remember, use a disillusionment charm so no one claps eyes on you. This is a restricted area of the castle after all.
Так, окей.
Revelio. Alahomora.
Так, дорогая Мирабель, Дот справлялась, как у тебя дела. Возможно, я сумею убедить ее заглянуть на кружку сливочного пива, если ты к нам присоединишься. Уже очень давно мы не виделись. Если надумаешь нанести мне визит, может, захватишь с собой несколько растений поароматнее. После того, как на нас напал тролль, посетители жалуются на запах. Веришь ли старых носков? Я все перепробовал, но от него никак не избавиться. Надеюсь, скоро тебя увидеть с растениями или без. Твоя подруга Сирона. Угу. Боже, как же я вот доволен, блин, что реально нам стал просто доступен Алахомора. Так что, ой-ой-ой, сколько мы должны поисследовать, чуваки. Ой-ой-ой-ой-ой. Так, профессор Пик. Я получил вашу ссылку. Прошу прощения за задержку. Мне до сих пор приходит много корреспонденции насчет введенного некоторое время назад запрета на давилку в квиддиче. Каковой, на мой взгляд, привел эту игру в соответствии с реалиями современности. Удивительно, как много болельщиков жаждет полюбоваться на расплющенного вратаря. Что касается вашего недавнего письма, сумею заверить, любые тревожные сигналы мне сердца воспринимаются всей серьезностью. Я принял к сведению ваши опасения, и отдел магического правопорядка непременно займется этим вопросом, если позволит плотный график. Ваше мнение крайне важно для нас, не сомневайтесь, ситуация под контролем. Если хотите, мой секретарь вышлет вам 2 билета на финальный матч этого года. Вас наверняка порадует результат работы хорошо организованное, эффективно работающее правительство. Ну уж мне пожелаем, министр магии Феррис Павел. Ага, тут уже второй уровень. Так, вы можете... Так, домашние эльфы Хогвартса прекрасно справляются с поддержанием чистоты в замке. Малого, что может заставить их врасплох. Однако на медне рядом с одним из них взорвалась волшебная хлопушка, спрятанная за диванной подушкой. Вокруг стоял страшный, бедного эльфа окутали клубы сизого дыма, а у тех, кто был поблизости, до самого вечера звенело в ушах. Я полагаю, что это проделка Пивса. Прошу вас, будьте осторожны и бдительны. Заместитель директора материалов, если... Так, я могу ему ну, что он нас видит? Наша первая... Ну, это не считается как смерть, наш первый провал больше, да? Будет уместно. Блять, серьезно, заново? Так, ну тут мы уже... Ага. Я могу ему специфику статала сделать? Блять, не могу. Не, ну, нам как будто, блин, из-за того, что, знаете, темно немного, я плохо вижу. Найс.
I'd say.
Is that so?
We're raising a generation of coddled cape flappers that can scarcely tell the difference between Aconite and us.
Revelio. Leviosa.
Не-не-не-не-не-не-не.
Revelio.
My young friend.
Not at the moment, no. Plenty of other perils and pitfalls to send them my way, though. Well, I suppose I should begin my
Так, я
round.
бы тут, наверное, сохранился.
I suppose Professor Black knows best, but the students are terribly disappointed about Quidditch being cancelled.
I had planned to bet a few galleons on Hufflepuff this season.
Hufflepuff? Well,
Так,
Ravenclaw.
лишнее крыло.
I know when I see a winning bet, and Ravenclaw would not have been that. Not this year, anyway.
I'm partial to Hufflepuff myself. What was that?
What was what?
I thought I heard something. Perhaps not.
Revelio.
I was going to learn the Quidditch rules.
It's a majestic sport. Encompasses the whole of the human condition.
How's that?
Так, величественный фонтан с единорогом создает атмосферу безмятежности и спокойствия в больничном крыле Хогвартса.
Isn't it?
Блин, боже мой, еще, блин, дофига всего. Да, мы реально не весь даже Хогвартс увидели.
Revelio.
Так, это стата будет еще потерянного волшебника, который известен под именем Борис Бестолковый, веками ставил в тупик студентов. Он пришел или уходит. Он начали свое путешествие или приближается к дому. Возможно, мы никогда этого не узнаем. Так, ладно, потом уже. Вот здесь сюда зайдем.
This must be the prefect's bathroom.
Loyalists are preparing for a rebellion. Always mucking about.
Revelio.
Perhaps Ranrock and his lot wouldn't be so combative if the Ministry would allow them to have one. One of those goblins comes near me, I'll hand him his hat, or helm and spurs. Goblin rebellion. My marching professor. Right. Why don't you leave goblins alone, troll? How dare you speak?
В ванной комнате старается имеется ванна размером с бассейн, которую можно дополнить волшебным мылом и разноцветными пузырьками, а также красивая фреска с изображением русалки.
I'm a prefect too, twit. That's it.
А это именно ночью, да, тут нельзя ходить? То есть, блядь, ну, днем мы днем сюда пойдем и то, что я не взял, захватим.
Revelio.
Так, многие предполагают, что это панцирь огненного краба, который обитает на Фиджи. Однако знающие люди уверяют, что это украшенный драгоценными камнями панцирь черепахи, созданный безумным волшебником недалеко от Версаля. Когда его замок был захвачен нюхлерами, это ослепительное изделие было похищено, но много лет спустя профессор Хогвартса случайно обнаружил его во время отпуска в Орденах. Если она сейчас спалит.
Revelio. Alahomora.
Так, дорогой Абрахам, думаю, тебя порадует, что местные ребятишки повадились играть в плюка мне на улице прямо под окном твоего кабинета. Они такие славные. Я заметил, что у самой маленькой из них нет своих камней, одолжила ей один из своих наборов. Уверена, ты не против. Надеюсь, дела в замке идут хорошо. Я рада, что ты добрался без происшествий. Чудовищная история о том господине из министерства достигла и моих ушей. Он, на самом деле, ехал вместе с Элизаром и кем-то из учеников, просто ужасно. Напиши мне, когда выдастся минутка. Очень хочу узнать про участников поля призывателей в этом году. Твои ученики тебя просто обожают, дорогой. С любовью, М. Ну, очень кайфово, что мы вот реально сейчас ходим по кабинетам учителей.
Hello, Mr. Moon. I have the moons you asked me to collect.
Oh, goodness! You're as fearless as I'd hoped. An excellent start. If we can collect more, it may shed some light on who's behind all this. Of course, I first suspected Peeves. He drove the previous caretaker, Rancorous Carp, to an early retirement with his intolerable buffoonery. But that does not explain the boggart in Oxmead, does it? No. I am determined, with your help, to discover the identity of my tormentor.
It's definitely intriguing. I'd like to help you solve this mystery.
You, my friend, are a gentle person and a scholar, and I have something to offer in exchange for your assistance. Now, remember, the moons are only retrievable at night. Thus, I encourage you to use a disillusionment when necessary.
How many statues are there to find?
I don't know precisely, but I've spotted dozens. Seems they're everywhere I look. You have your work cut out for you, if you were to ever unravel their meaning.
You mentioned offering something in exchange for my assistance?
I did. Once you've brought me enough moons, I'll show you even more powerful forms of
То есть у него уровень увеличить
Not
можно.
every lock is as easy to pick as the faculty towers.
Understood. I shall keep an eye out.
I appreciate that. Oh, and I knew you were the one to ask for help. Keep at it so we can solve this mystery. We are fortunate to have a student brave enough to eradicate the Demiguise figurine menace.
Hello, friend. I wonder if you might stop by the Three Broomsticks when you can. I would like your help with something.
As I mentioned, my sister Anne misses Hogwarts, and she hasn't been herself lately. I'd like to take you up on your promise to visit her with me. I'm heading to Feldcroft soon, so I'll look forward to seeing you there. It's just south of Hogwarts. By the way, hope you're faring well with the blasting curse. It's still one of my favorites.
Now that you've attended Beasts class, I've asked Deke to assist you in using the room to further your studies in that regard. Please meet him there when you can.
О,
I've not
Господи.
heard from my Uncle Roland in quite some time. I've been beside myself with worry. Could you meet me in the courtyard?
4 задания нам накинули. Чё это сова? Так. Не хватит мешок для спасения волшебных тварей. Так, друзья, познаются в виде. Ага, ну это все допы. Так, давайте... Так, совы, да? Сколько? 9 штук. Ага, Алахомора 2 уровень, 3. Нужно 9 штук ему. Наверное, все время это ночью будет. Окей. Ладно, друзья, на этом мы закончим. В следующей части будут уже по... Блин, мне надоело уже говорить, но в следующей части будет еще больше продуктивнее. Сделаю я все дела в Хогвартсе. Вот тут у нас 2 доп. Задания. Тут еще одно доп. Задание. И еще есть сюжетка. Ну, в общем, точно в Hogwarts я все выполнил. Всем пока. Встретимся уже завтра. Ну, для вас будет через пару часов, для меня завтра. Всем пока.